Be checking out the Solo Xtremes today, not for putting on your bow or your gun, but for a wide-angle camera, and see how they compare to the 5.0 wides. Cheaper, so might be a good way to go. Alright, so what we've got here, we have some brand new Tactacam Solo Xtremes. I haven't even taken them out of the box. We have the Tactacam wide lens that is made to go on the Solo Xtreme. So it looks like, as of right now, there is no wide-angled camera that Tactacam's putting out. So in the years past, we had the 5.0 wide. They're not doing that anymore. That's discontinued, it looks like. So what we've got is, we've got a Solo Xtreme, $150 camera that we can take the lens off of and use it as a wide-angled lens, or wide-angled camera, I should say. So pretty neat deal that they actually made it cheaper for you to have wide-angled cameras. So let's put some on there and see how they work. So I've taken the lens off of this Solo Xtreme, as you can see here. It's pretty simple. These little cheap lenses that you can buy that increase the angle. Alright, so I finally got that all off. So this right here just goes on the end of your Solo Xtreme, and in theory, your Solo Xtreme is now a wide-angled camera, and I'm hoping to try this out in deer season and of course have them for duck season. I'm a big fan of having wide-angled cameras in the decoys and then controlling them all with my remote. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get the lenses on them. I've got batteries that I've already powered up, because these batteries of course will be dead. There we go, finally. These batteries in here are brand new, so I'll have to pull them out and I'll have to charge them, but I brought batteries with me. SD cards, I'm using the On from Walmart. I'm using 64s. I normally use a 128. These are U3s. You don't necessarily need a U3 because these don't film in 4K, but the faster the better, and then I could transfer it to my 6.0 or something. If I need to use this SD card, I'll have it, and it's still in 4K. So just buy a U3, Class 10 U3, and just use those for everything. The batteries I'm pulling out are brand new, so I'm going to write the year on there. Always advise you writing the year on there. That way you'll know, is this a new battery or an older battery that maybe is getting a little weaker, and then you could always use the newer batteries first and have the older batteries as a backup. So I go ahead and write 2023 on these in a Sharpie, and I know how old they are. So the very first thing I'm going to do with these Solo Xtremes, I'm going to put a new battery in, and I'm going to do a firmware update. There's a really good video that Tactacam puts out on how to do the firmware updates. I'm not going to go through it all. Watch their video. It's better than mine would be, so there's no point in me repeating myself. Alright, so all this firmware update's installing. I'm going to be using the bendy clamp mounts for the Solo Xtreme. It comes with the GoPro style mount, if you want to call it that, that goes on top of a bendy clamp. A really good price when you're factoring. You're getting this and a clamp. Even if you don't use the clamp, you're getting this for roughly the same price, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Alright, so we got the Solo Xtremes set up, updated, connected to a mount. These are the 5.0 wides that I've been using for the past couple years, and they are some tough battle wagons. They've been through a lot. This one's been shot with a 12 gauge. I see some hot glue there from where I shot it with a 12 gauge, and it just keeps on rolling. Been a champ. So I won't retire these for long. They'll be doing something, but they may be getting a little bit of a break. So I got a neighbor dog barking at me the whole time. That's fun. Love that. What I've got here is two cameras behind me. I've got the Solo Xtreme with the wide angle lens, and I got a 5.0 wide, both of which will kind of be looking over my shoulder as I shoot. So I'm going to be shooting at both blocks. I think I've got these pretty well set up to where they'll see both blocks. Solo Xtreme, 5.0 wide. The wide's a little bit closer, just a matter of inches. It's a little higher, but that's fine as long as they are looking at the same thing. So let's shoot some arrows. Alright, so we got all 5 cameras up and running using the remote, all 5 turned on at once. Shooting at about 21 yards. See what we can get. Alright, so first thing you'll notice, the 5.0 wide is a much wider lens. You see a lot more with it. It does have that fisheye effect. I think Solo Xtreme looks more like what your eyes would naturally see. It looks way more natural and not so fish-eyed. At first I was a little bummed that the Solo Xtreme wasn't as wide, but then what I decided to do, what made more sense, was back it up farther, and it still looked really good. So you still get a wide angled lens, and you don't have to have it right up on top of the object, or the blocks in this case. You can see here where I backed the Solo Xtreme up and compared it to 5.0 wide. I think it's a little clearer. Again, it's not such fish-eyed look, so I think it looks pretty good. Not as wide angled as the 5.0 wide though, so keep that in mind, but it is still half the price. Alright, so another thing I'm doing today, lighted knocks that light up, I'm numbering them. So like these three are pretty consistent and they light up, so I've got them numbered 1, 2, and 3. These two didn't come on, or at least this one kind of comes on when you hit it. So these are going to get numbered lower, and I'll make sure when I put them in my quiver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the best ones that are most consistent, because I don't want to shoot something and the knock not light up. So that's also what I'm doing today. I was really impressed with the image quality on the Solo Xtremes. The slow motion looks great, not being 4K, being 1080p, and still looks really good. I think it's a great camera. The ability to use it on your bow or use it at a wide angle is a pretty awesome feature for this camera.